it's Glass TCG here from Team Chalice, and we are going to be doing a video on World Chalice Test Hands 2021. So World Chalice has a really high ceiling as long as it doesn't get hand trapped. That's the theory behind playing it this format. But it does lose to a lot of hand traps, as you can see: Gamma, Imperm, Ash, Bell. So it's really susceptible to hand traps. Another problem with this deck is it can break, I'd say, every 2 out of 8, 2 out of 10, I think, yeah, 2 out of 10 test hands, you're going to be breaking. But sometimes, as long as you draw World Cup, you will end up with a really decent to good hand. So, yeah, that's the drawbacks, but the really good part about the deck, it's high rewarding. You can set up basically unbeatable boards because of Archsilver, Christia, Appaloosa, Saryuja, and other cards that you run in the deck. You can set up multiple negates, and it's fairly consistent. The new pot that's coming out might be helpful, but, you know, we kind of turbo through our extra deck, so that would probably have to be a different build. So, yeah, let's just get into it. Draw 5. And let's do the combo. So right here, we opened these 5 cards. We drew the Lily Bell. Honda's not dead because we drew Avarice, but yeah, this is a mediocre hand at best. Let's just get into it though. So I'm gonna start by Foolish Burial. This will allow us to bait out an Ash if they have it, but if they don't, we're just gonna send a copy of Guard Dragon. This will work as an extender in the combo, you'll see it later. If you draw them, you don't want to send them though, because you're going to need them off Venus. Let's go ahead and just normal summon Venus. Trigger effect. So yeah, basically if Venus resolves, you get a super wombo combo basically, which is nice about this deck. So we're going to choose these 3 zones. We'll link. We'll make Union Carrier. We'll trigger effect of Union Carrier, allowing us to equip. The backup plan if Eva gets banned is we'll attach Lee instead, and then we'll just have to play maybe a Rocket package or just extra extenders to help the combo. Next, I'm going to link here. We'll keep these on board. I'll link this one right here. Go ahead and make our copy of Induct. Eva will trigger when it hits the graveyard, allowing us to banish 2 cards. We'll banish these 2. And we will search 2 fairies. So this is where you normally search Lilybell, but since we open Lilybell, we're just gonna have to search a copy of Herald Arclight. Now we have an Omni Negate, a Spell Negate, and a Monster Negate. Oh, well, not Omni, because we don't have a Trap Negate, but we have a Monster Negate and a Spell Negate right now. Now what's going to happen from here is we are going to, let's see, we can do a lot of things right here. I think since Guard Dragon's in Grave, we're fine to kind of just link these away and combo from here. We're going to trigger effect of Induct and Grave, summoning Lee, and then we will search our copy of World Cup. So yeah, World Cup is basically win con. If you make it to this card, you win. Same with Venus. We'll trigger effect of Guard Dragon, summon to this zone. Here, let me fix my Vanish zone. Next, we will... Here, let me fix the camera. There we go. I think I'm going to link this away into our Induct. And then we're going to link, and then we're going to tribute summon using effect Induct, and then link these away. For our copy of Arin. So if you're playing Trish Fusion, this is where you make cross sheep so you get an additional monster on board. So yeah, next we're going to trigger effect, allowing us to summon to these exact zones our copy of Guard Dragon, our copy of Fairy. You don't want to run 3 card dragons because it kind of sucks drawing them. And plus, if you're going to run 3, you would want to run a heavier dragon package. Here's our deck. Next, I'm going to link this away to make my copy of LP. Fix the banish zone. I'll trigger effect of LP, allowing me to summon Brotar. And trigger his effect on summon. I can discard a card from my hand. Since we're going first, we're not going to need this Herald of the Green Light or whatever. So let's just pitch this from hand. And we'll be able to search, targeting Lee, a copy of Archlord Tristia. So this is basically what keeps you from getting Nibiru'd and other cards like that, I guess. Super Poly, it out Super Poly, which is really nice. Then from here, I'll link for a copy of Saryuja. I'm going to draw in this case since we're doing a test hand, but normally if I was just showing off the combo by itself, I would not be doing that. So we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, this on top. Okay, so we drew into these. I think I'm going to put back Transmodify. I'll keep it Avarice because we want pluses. We don't need the Ash because we're already set up in a gate, and we don't need Lily Bell. So let's just put these back. We're going to be Nibiru proofs pretty soon. So next, I'm going to hack. Let's see. I'm going to need an extra extender. Let's see what we can make from here. This is where you normally banish your copy of Guard Dragon, but we needed the Guard Dragon in this case for the Induct to fully combo. So I guess I'm just going to activate Avarice. I'll put back this one, this one. We already have a Lee Engrave, so this will be fine. A Shine Ball. You know what? No, put back Eva, and then we'll put back the second Induct. So these 5, we'll shuffle these back into the deck. And we'll get another +2. Basically, at this point, we're just waiting to get a World Chalice in hand. And luckily, we'll be able to do that if we draw into a monster. Subtly effect engraved. So we'll draw 1, and we will draw 2. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and trigger Lee effect, pitching this Venus out of hand. Venus is kind of dead, that most of our Shine Balls are already engraved or banished, so we don't really need it at this point. And then what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'll activate Avarice one more time. Let's see if we can extend even more. Avarice, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because drawing Venus would actually be okay at this point, because we'll only have 4 fairies engraved. So we'll put this back. We'll draw 2 more. 1, 2. Not the greatest draw in the world, but whatever. From here, the best thing you want to do is probably, this is kind of a tough spot. I know you have a lot of cards in hand and everything, but you want to be able to make Appaloosa before they leave, so we'll just go ahead and summon Exodius. Put back these 3. And this Union Carrier goes to the extract. Let's make sure all the monsters are out, okay. So we can summon Exodius to this zone, and go ahead and make our Link 4 for Appaloosa. Or a Link 3. Link 4 with 3 counters, I mean, for Appaloosa. This is where you place a counter on it for 3. Now if you want, you can trigger effect of Imduk and Ib. You can chain block it, summon the Lee. Then I can, let's see. You know what? Summon this right here, because you'll be co-linked. Then we can go ahead and set Sorrow. You know what? Actually keep this in hand. Don't even summon it, because you'll have a negate off Herald. And then we can go ahead and just summon our Christia off Yugioh. So we end up with 4 negates, no special summons, and a negate in hand. So that's 5 negates altogether. And that hand was even good because we drew Lily Bell. So yeah, whatever you do, do not run Wadapon, run Lily Bell. I mean, of course it can work, but it's going to be brickier. And plus, you can make it Venus easier with Lily Bell. Two more test hands. And you know what, we'll do one more. Okay, we're going to draw 5. 4, 5. Hopefully it's not a brick. Okay. Wow, I really thought that was a brick at first. This is a godlike hand, obviously. You open Avarice and Exodius. This is why we run 2 of both, because these cards, if you see them, you can extend so much in plus, it's like insane. So what I'm going to do from here, we're not going to need Lily Bell. So if you open this plus Venus and Lily Bell, you're not actually going to need Lily Bell, because we just need an extra extender and board. So, wait, we're going to summon our copy of Beckon. And this is basically, we're summoning him because he has more attack and he can beat over Dweller in case we get interrupted at this point. So next, I'm going to normal summon Venus. We didn't open World Chalice, so we're going to have to go the Union Carrier route. We're going to have to summon 3 Shine Balls. 1, 2, and 3. We can link 2 away for your copy of Union Carrier. Or you know what? I'm actually going to use 2 Shine Balls this time since we opened Exodius. So let's do that. From here, I'm going to trigger effect the Union Carrier. We'll equip it to this copy of Shine Ball. So here's the Evas. Now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to... This might be a little risky, but I'll go ahead and just summon the Exodius at this point. We don't need to shuffle because I'll just be summoning the Shine Balls back out. And I'm not going to be able to use Avarice yet, so... let's go ahead and link these 2 away for Ib. We're going to make Ib early, and we can link this way for Ibduck. Now what's going to happen from here, or no, actually link the Shine Ball away for Ibduck. This will hit Graveyard, which will allow us to banish these 2 to search 2 World Chalice. Or 2 fairies in general, so we'll search the lead and search the copy of Herald. Yeah, we don't need Lily Bell at this point. Next, I'll just go ahead and link. Let's see, this is interesting. I've never actually gone this route before. Let's see. I think I'm actually going to link these 2 for a copy of Ib again, triggering Ib Engrave, summoning Lead, trigger effect. Yeah, this probably isn't the best route, just do the standard combo, but I just wanted to see what we can do from here. Normal summon. By the way, Igniduck is only applies when it's on field, so do not forget that. Effect the World Chalice, allowing us to summon 2. You gotta summon these 2 to the zones. And Guard Dragon. Okay, now we're going to link this away to make our copy of LP, trigger effect, to summon our Brostar. We're gonna trigger effective rotar. I'll just place this on here so they know we're searching. At this point, you really can do anything. I think I'm gonna just discard the orange light and search our copy of Christia. Now I'm going to link these four. For Saryuja Soldier. Trigger effect to Saryuja, allowing us to draw 4, shuffle 3, or put 3 on the bottom. And then the fourth card, I'll put these 3 on the bottom. Where's our other shine ball? Let's see. Okay, from here, I'm gonna actually activate Avarice. This will allow us to put these back into the deck, which will help us just draw onto them if we don't need them. Put Eva back also, because he can be recycled. Okay, draw 2. Let's see what we drew. Oh, Lovely Bell and another Avarice. That's really good, actually. Now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to banish Guard Dragon, summon a normal monster, which will be our Beckon. So you want to keep a normal monster if you activate Avarice. And just link these for our Appaloosa. At this point, we didn't draw into Succession. Or, you know, I'll still make it right here. There's no point not to. This can give your opponent free Mech-Knight Zone, but it's not going to matter too much. We'll trigger effect of Ib, Engrave, this Chain Link 1. Trigger Lee to add it back. And activate Reborn to summon back our copy of Lee. Now, what we can do from here is we can make a copy of Lib, which will allow us to set a World Legacy card from the deck to the grave. Sometimes you actually can make this if you play Succession, which you probably should be, but you're going to make this early and then you can extend it to your Mannequin Cat. So, here we go. This has 3 counters on it. Set this. I want to plus some extra, so I'm just going to go and activate Avarice again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I'm going to draw the 2. From here, you can really just pass on this board after you summon the Christia, because this is the most, yeah, this is just the standard combo, really. Then you'll have a negate in hand, a negate on board. You're Nibiru proof, you can't be super polyed. You can lose to Dark Ruler, but that's what we have Sorrow for. We also have Lib if it's sent to grade. We can shuffle something in the field, and an Ash Blossom for whatever shenanigans we're playing against, like Drytron, Auto Lich, whatever. So yeah, that's really about it for the testing video.